Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at my November goals, and this is where I walk you through all of the goals that I have planned for this month and the things that I am working towards. As you all know by now, my goal planner of choice is the Cultivate What Matters Powersheets. And while this particular edition is no longer available, fear not, because the 2020 ones have officially been released. They are absolutely incredible. I have a whole video that walks you through each and every page of them. I'm so looking forward to getting started on this. That may or may not be some of my goals for the month of November, and making 2020 the start of the best decade of my life. So these are available. I'll have links down to the 2020 ones down below, but for now, we're hanging out in the 2019 Powersheets. While I have been walking you guys through my new goals for each month, what I haven't been doing is running you through the results of the previous month, which I just got really bad at. So I thought I would actually go ahead and run you through October's results. Guys, this is the first month that I have succeeded in doing each and every monthly action item on my list. I've never done that before, but it happened. I'm super proud of myself. So I have achieved everything that I'm about to say. Vlogtober, organize my office, organize my closet, do Diva in the Divine's finances, decorate for fall, get my Powersheets content published, stick with my plan both through my in-laws visiting and my family visiting, make a physical appointment, and get Gracie a vet appointment and a grooming appointment. I did all of those things. I'm super proud of myself. And once I realized that I had done it because I wasn't keeping up with my progress bars, I was like, oh my gosh, I finished everything. This is absolutely incredible. I was so stinking proud. Things that I did pretty well in terms of the weekly tasks were batch filming, meal prep, meal planning, deep cleaning every week, and church shopping. Things that I did not do well that I wanted to do once a week was put a blog post out there. I don't know why, me and the blog are fighting. And sing. I only sat down at the piano once. Once! Can you believe that? Now, to be fair, I did in fact turn on some music that I really enjoyed and was belting at the top of my lungs either while I was driving or while I was deep cleaning. So I was still doing that, but I didn't do the deliberate sit down at the piano and sing as often as I wanted to. And then my daily goals were upload a video, which I did almost every day. There was one weekend that I took off, and that's okay. I hit burnout about halfway through the month. I needed a weekend off. I took it. I came back rested, rejuvenated, and ready to continue Vlogtober. So I'm totally fine with that. My no spend was horrible. Absolutely horrible. My 5 to Thrive, I did really well. That's part of the last 90 days challenge. Read every day, I succeeded in. And stretching every day, I did about half of the time. So that was the update for October's goals. Let's look ahead to November. As you guys know by now, the Powersheets offer tending lists that help you decide what sort of smaller goals you need to do and action items you need to do to help you succeed towards reaching your ultimate goals. The way the tending list is laid out, you have monthly action items with a little progress bar, which you can't see. The little progress bar allows you to fill it in as you go, and these are items that you need to accomplish once in the month. The weekly action items are things that you should do once a week, and the daily action items are obviously things you would be doing every day. So here are my goals for the month of November. Number 1 is decorate for Christmas. Hear me out. We are traveling for Thanksgiving, so I actually told my husband that my preference would be that we have our Christmas decorations up before we leave for Thanksgiving, which to him seemed completely and utterly ridiculous, but the way that everything is falling this year, we have a week less of the actual official holiday season because Thanksgiving is late this year. And while Christmas Day doesn't move, it has a stagnant date, it's on the same date every year, Thanksgiving does move. And because of that, it moved closer to Christmas, thus eliminating almost a week of our normal holiday season. And I was like, by the time we get home from Thanksgiving, get all the Christmas decorations actually put up, we're gonna have to travel again, and I'm not gonna have any time to actually enjoy my new home during the holiday season. So I looked at him and I was like, I hate to say this to you, but the Christmas decorations need to go up before we leave for Thanksgiving so we can come home after Thanksgiving and it's Christmas in our house. And he looked at me and he was like, I will bring them up whenever you tell me to bring them up. I was like, that's the best answer you could have possibly said, because my husband is a firm believer that Christmas does not happen until after Thanksgiving. He doesn't want to hear anything about it. He doesn't want to look at retail shops that do it. He's not about it. I'm about it, but he is not. So he agreed that that is something we're going to do. Happy day. Next, I have published my EC, which is Erin Condren holiday content. There's holiday content coming. It has a specific publish date. I want to make sure I get that done in a timely manner. Send my father's birthday gift. His birthday is right around Thanksgiving, so because I'm not going to be in Chicago for Thanksgiving, that means that I have to send it out to him. Buy a printer. Our printer was actually a casualty in our move. We had a handful of casualties. We have since been reimbursed by the moving company, and I just haven't gone and done the research and bought a printer yet, and that is something that needs to be top priority. My goal is to finish the Leonie Dawson 2020 goal planner. That is this beauty right here. You guys might remember that I did a whole video on this. I will post the link down below to that as well, and many of you actually decided to pick it up after I talked about it. The Powersheets, the 2020 Powersheets, which is what I'm reading off of now for 2019, right? The 2020 version of the goals planner. That is something I want to work on a little bit more long term. The person who actually makes the Powersheets puts out a whole let's fill out our Powersheets together like workshop type thing that runs in December. I haven't decided if I'm going to completely wait for her on that or not, or start myself, but I know I want to get a heads up because the work that I do in this fun, brightly colored book is going to help me plant the seeds for the goals that I actually want to officially put on paper in my official goal planner of the Powersheets. So I want to make sure that I have worked through this first so I have thoughts in my head about what to do going forward. Next monthly goal is to start Christmas shopping. Plain and simple. Along with that, my goal is to completely purchase all of the gifts for the Engebretsen side of my family, so my husband's family, because we're celebrating Christmas with them at Thanksgiving. So I need to have all my Christmas shopping for that side of the family complete in this month. I need to catch up on the Rachel Hollis life coaching. I'm 2 months behind on Rachel Hollis's life coaching. I subscribed for the entire year. I'm a goal getter, and I just have been really, really busy on the days that she's been doing it live. All of the other months, I have sat down, stopped what I was doing, watched the 2-hour session live as she was doing it, and I just haven't had the chance to do that. So now I want to catch up the 2 months that I'm behind before she does her November coaching at the end of the month. I want to purge my entire beauty collection. I am going through a let's get rid of all the things, let's use up what we've got because my birthday and Christmas are coming. I know I'm going to get more things, so I put a ban on purchasing things, and I'm really trying to use up all the things that I have, and I feel this huge sense of pride when I finish something. I have a whole running list of things that I have finished happening in my planner, and I added 4 items to it today, and I about threw a party because I felt so stinking accomplished. I'm like, I can get this out of my shower. I can get this out of my cabinet. Throw it away. Get rid of the container. It was such an exciting thing because my goal is to ultimately use up the stuff I have, the surplus that I have, and really curate a collection that is exclusively the stuff that I love to use. That's my goal for skincare. That's my goal for makeup. That's my goal for household items around the house, like cleaning supplies and soaps. And like, I just would love to have exclusively stuff that I absolutely adore using. But I like to acquire things as well, so I have to go through all of that. So part of it is using things up. Part of it is going through and getting rid of anything that's super old, expired, and whatnot. And I just want to make sure that I have all of that done before my birthday and Christmas. And then my last monthly goal is to celebrate being 33. My birthday is on November 14th. I want to take that day just to celebrate. And it's just me. I don't have any family here anymore or any like friends that I can get together with or anything like that. It's just me and my husband. My birthday is on a work day, so my husband's gonna be gone 90% of my birthday anyway, but I still wanna make sure that I actively take the chance to be like, this day is about me. And happy birthday to me. Let's make 33 the best year of your life yet. How are we gonna do that? And I just wanna take a second and celebrate myself. And that's okay. Next up, we have weekly action items. These are things that I want to do each and every week. Thing number 1 is date night. That is a given. That will happen each and every tending list from this point forward because date night is super, super important. We make sure that we take the time at least once a week within our busy schedules to take time and focus on one another. Sometimes this means going out to dinner. Sometimes this means just staying home, but not working, not worrying about social media, not worrying about whatever it is we have to worry about, and just focusing time on each other. Super, super important. If you are married and you do not have regular date nights, get on that. A 10-hour work week. 10. That's all. I want to make sure that I'm dedicating focused time to Diva and the Divine for 10 hours, because especially this time of year, I get really distracted. I gotta go shopping. I gotta do research for Christmas presents. I have all the things, decorating, and oh my gosh, do I get distracted. Distraction is like, my distraction and lack of focus is real, and I don't know how to stop it. So one of the ways that I help myself is by setting a timer and setting a timer goal. I would love to exceed this. My actual goal is to shoot for like 15 or 20 hour work weeks, but if I can get to at least 10, I can check that box. And the goal is to do goals that I can achieve, because you get this huge rush when you actually achieve one of your goals. So I'm shooting for lower, but my goal is actually higher. 10 hours a week dedicated to work, content creation, editing, writing blog posts, things like that. Another weekly goal I have, I just wrote down music. In my mind, that means sit down at the piano and sing. I need to do that. I have the ability to do that. I just need to set a timer. Again, with the timer, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, sit down at the piano, sing a little bit, play the piano, make sure your skills don't get rusty. That's what I want to do. Batch filming every week. Today is my filming day. And what batch filming is I plan out the videos that I want to do and I film them all in a day, which is why you sometimes see the repeat makeup or repeat outfits, is because I will film 1 or 2 videos in the same outfit and then I stagger the publishing of those videos. But batch filming is super helpful in overall time management, and it's the most effective way to get the most content done in as little time as possible. Blog post is on here, my friends. Blog post is on here, and I swear I'm gonna do it. I need like some sort of punishment if I don't do it. I really do. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. Every week, spend time goal planning for 2020. That will directly correspond with the goal of finishing up the Leonie Dawson goal planner, but that will also help me dip into my Powersheets for 2020. I want to just take maybe an hour every week dedicated to sitting down and focusing on the future, on the goal planning, figuring out what I want out of life, what I want to cultivate in 2020, and how I'm going to start the best year of my life. Like, I'm convinced that, or the best year, the best decade. Like, I'm convinced 2020s are gonna be my jam. Gonna be my jam. I'm so excited about it, and I want to buckle down and spend some time every week gearing myself up for them. Church shopping. Every week, my husband and I have been attending church in an effort to find our forever church home. We're not there yet, which is why we're still shopping. And then I want to have a weekly planning session. I like to sit down every week. I don't always do this, but I like to sit down each and every week and make sure I know what's happening in my week, both in terms of like housewife stuff, Diva and the Divine stuff, things I need to know about Eric's schedule, meal planning. Some weeks I do it, some weeks I don't. And the weeks that I actually do take that time, things work a lot better. And then finally, I have daily action items. These are things that I need to check off of the tracker each and every day. First up, I'm reinstituting the no spend. I really epically failed at that in October. And this is not a no spend, like I'm not spending any money from the house's finances or anything. This is just a Brianna does not spend on impulse items or things that she doesn't need, or, you know, extra beauty products and things like that. My only exception, I have 2 exceptions. One is if there's like birthday gifts that I want to go and grab, like my free Ulta coupon and my birthday discount from Ulta, I might pick up something I need in order to spend all of my birthday credit and whatnot. And on my birthday, there's going to be an exception. I have plans to go out for coffee with somebody. I might treat myself to a pedicure, a couple of things like that for like birthday spending. And then I did purchase a new Start Today journal for January 2020 from the Hollis Company website, which launched the other day, because, and the only reason I did this is because of all the journals they could have released, they released one with my Bible verse on it, which was Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. She literally made a Start Today journal with that verse on it because it's also her empowerment verse, and I was like, I don't have a choice. I have to have this Start Today journal, and since my last 90 days one ends on December 31st, it will be the perfect Start Today journal to start 2020 with. So those are my exceptions, but other than that, spending is off limits. And you guys, it's only the 5th, and I have stopped myself like 6 or 7 times. Like, I've put stuff in carts and been like, no, you don't actually need to buy that. Stop. Other exceptions include like Christmas gifts, obviously. So it's just stuff like for me. Stuff that I don't necessarily need, like, oh, Grace and Lace is launching a new launch. Let's see what I want from that. No, none of that this month. We are saving the money for what matters. I once again have the 5 to Thrive up there. As you guys know from the last 90 days challenge, the 5 to Thrive is drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. Wake up an hour early and use that time for yourself. I've been waking up early and using it to read and enjoy coffee in the quiet morning before the sun has come up, and it's been wonderful. I've been plowing through books because of it. Work out for 30 minutes. Move your body for 30 minutes every single day. Give up a group of food that you know you should not be eating. I am sticking with the impulse buys from grocery stores or things when I'm out. And start your day with gratitude. Write down 5 things you're grateful for each and every day. So I have those 5 things under the 5 to Thrive category. Spend time with God. This is just an additional reminder that I need to sit down and spend some time with the Lord each and every day. Open His Word, make sure I'm praying, make sure I'm studying, and keeping that spiritual connection open. Track my time. This is something new that I'm doing, but I have an app called like A Tracker Pro that allows me to track my time. I want to be very diligent about knowing how much time I'm spending doing certain things. So for example, Diva and the Divine has one of the categories, and that timer is running right now to help me make sure that I'm getting to my 10-hour work week. So while I'm filming, that is me working, the timer is running. A couple other categories I have Housewife Tasks, which is for anytime I'm doing my homemaking type things, cooking, cleaning, etc., etc. I have fitness on there so I can track how long I work out. I have gaming on there to make sure I track how much time I'm wasting playing games. I have reading on there. I have journaling on there. So those are just a couple of categories of times that I'm trying to track just so I can be a better steward of my time and make sure I'm using my time wisely. And then I have encouragement written down. I want to give my husband some sort of verbal encouragement every single day. Remind him how special he is to me, how he's my hero, how he's my favorite person, how I know he can do awesome things in his job. I just want to make sure that I am being the most positive and uplifting and helpful wife that I can be. And it can be as simple as a couple encouraging words in the middle of an afternoon, maybe when he's, starting to have that afternoon slump or something like that, just to pick him back up and help him be the best version of himself that he can be. All it takes is a couple words sometimes. So I want to make sure that I do that every single day. And those are my goals for the month of November. Let me know in the comments below what some of your goals are so I can help encourage you along the way. If you haven't already joined the Diva and the Divine community, we would love to have you. All you gotta do is hit that little red button down there to subscribe to my channel, and then hit the little bell to make sure you get notified every time I upload something new. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.